Hi, everybody. It's Kim Opalinsky from the Baga team at Royal LePage. I am here today with Linsey Tait from Always Plumbing and Heating, and she's going to answer some of the questions that were sent in this week. Hi, Linsey.
Hello,
How are you doing today?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Okay, so let's get started. The first question is the plumbing part of your company name. Do you guys do everything related to plumbing? Like, are you all certified? Like, are they certified plumbers
Yes, we
that
have
do the
fully
plumbing
trained
part?
and certified. Yes, we have fully trained and certified service technicians that do both plumbing and HVAC services. So anything to do with
Okay.
your home's mechanical system. We do anything from renovations to small little repairs, new hot water tanks, gas lines, garage heaters, furnaces, air conditioning, anything you can think of, sump pumps, main lines, that sort of a thing.
Okay. Um, do you inspect the whole HVAC system, including electrical components and ductwork, when giving estimates for a new furnace?
Yeah, so our estimates for a new furnace is quite an extensive process with our comfort technician. So that's why it's a little bit harder to give a price over the phone. We typically don't do that when you're replacing your HVAC system. Our comfort technician comes out and he'll fully diagnose everything in your home, sit down with you and all homeowners to find out exactly what it is that you're looking for. Are you looking for more price conscious items? Are you looking for more energy efficiencies, the latest and greatest technologies? Then from there, he'll sit down and he'll go through your home and do a whole home heat loss and cool loss calculation to make sure that your equipment is sized properly for your home. That is something that's also required in order to pass inspection should you proceed to go with our company on a new system. When they do that, he takes a look at where your venting can go out, what system you currently have, how your duct work is, if there's any improvements that need to happen to your duct work. Indoor air quality products, do you have any in your home? Are you needing to put some in to breathe cleaner, healthier air? So it's quite an extensive process, but one that we pride ourselves on to make sure that we put the right equipment that you're looking for in your home and that it's sized correctly and will work 110% for you when we install it.
Okay. Well, that's good. Thank you. Um, what is the difference between a high efficiency furnace and a mid efficiency furnace?
So a high efficiency furnace and a mid efficiency furnace, what that means is you're going to spend less money on your gas and your electrical bills when operating your furnace. It's going to be more of a consistent heat when you have a high efficiency furnace versus a mid efficient where it's going to still heat your home and maintain that, but it's just not going to work as hard to do that for you in layman's
Okay.
terms.
And how long do they last typically?
A furnace's lifetime, it really does vary depending on the type of equipment that you choose and how well you actually maintain your system. If you don't do any maintenance to your system at all, I mean, a furnace can go within 2 years, something like that. You could have a leak in your furnace within a year of installation. That's why you should maintain your furnace and HVAC equipment on an annual basis. Reason being is, especially if you have a new equipment installed, it's in your manufacturer's warranty certificates that you have to have it serviced by an HVAC professional on an annual, some a biannual basis, but usually on an annual basis, in order to maintain that warranty. Because if you don't change your filter properly, if you don't have somebody come out and checking for any leaks or cracks in your heat exchanger, anything like that, any other equipment that isn't working, then the rest of your furnace works harder and your components break down faster. Now, should you maintain your furnace as requested and regulated by the manufacturer, then your system could last you, 10, 20 years, something like that. If it's not maintained well, like I said, you could be looking at, maybe 5 to 10 years or something like that, or less, depending on what was at fault within your system that caused it to break down.
Okay. I know, like in our old house, we used, like the furnaces seemed that they used to last way longer than these new high efficiency or mid efficiency furnaces. So why did they go to high efficiency and mid efficiency? Is it just to save you money on your heating and stuff?
It's not just to save you money on your heating and cooling systems. Efficiency really is about your home being more efficient for you. So yes, saving you a lot of money is great, but again, you're going to get that nice even heat or cool throughout your home. At the same time, having a higher efficiency furnace, it's going to um, be able to generate everything for you in a more efficient manner. So it helps with the environment at the same time.
Okay. So when you go to get a air conditioner installed, do we have to have an electrician come out and do the extra electrical stuff, or do you guys do that as well?
So with us, we have an electrician on site. But when you are installing AC, you do have to have electrical completed. Actually, when you're doing AC, it's an electrical permit that gets pulled to make sure that everything's operating properly. We need to make sure that you have enough, electricity going into your home, into your panels. We'll check and see if you need a sub or a pony panel for that, but that the wire is pulled correctly out to your unit and ran. So electrician does need to come out and take a look at your system and do the install with the HVAC professional at the same time. At least that's what we do, and it's highly recommended.
Okay. Now I think you sort of answered this one. How often should I get my furnace serviced and why?
You should have your furnace serviced on an annual basis and for a couple of different
Okay.
reasons. If you have a newer system, you want to make sure that your warranty is maintained. So, in order to make sure when you get a system, if you have some of the ones that have the lifetime heat exchanger warranties, they'll only be a lifetime heat exchanger warranty if you've taken care of your HVAC system and maintained it. Just like you need to get an oil change on your car, your system needs maintenance at the same time.
Okay.
And we would also check and make sure that it's operating as it should, that it's heating or cooling your home, depending on if it's an AC or a furnace, as it should. At the same time, we will also make sure that there isn't anything potentially that is a maintenance item that should be, repaired or replaced that could lead into something greater happening with your furnace and it completely shutting down and leaving you without cool in the summer or heat in the freezing winters that we have here in Alberta. Now, also within an older unit, same reasons apply, obviously, as a new unit, but it's a little bit more for those when we're checking for your heat exchanger to make sure that there is no carbon monoxide leaks, to make sure that you and your family are safe in your home. And again, are going to be, warm in the winter time and cool in the summertime, and if it's an AC, and make sure that there's no leaks or potential hazards that could be happening in your home that can come from a furnace or
Okay.
air conditioner.
Okay. Good to know. So, do I need to perform maintenance on my hot water tank as well?
Yes, you should always perform maintenance on your hot water tank. Again, having somebody come out, check for potential concerns so that you're not in that shower and all of a sudden you have no hot water to shower with, to make sure that it's operating efficiency, that there's no leaks. If a hot water tank has a crack in it, it's going to flood that basement. And for those of us who, may have a partially finished basement, that could be a costly repair for sure.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you this question. Is this a myth? Can hot water tanks actually blow like up in the air like a rocket?
Hot water
I've heard
tanks
that.
can Yeah, hot water tanks can blow. Is it something that's, quite happens often? No. Is it a major concern? No. But that's again why you should have it installed by a professional certified technician. You're working with
Hmm.
gases, you're working with, hot water and that sort of a thing and water in general. So there are codes and violations that need to be adhered to make sure that that doesn't happen. And obviously, having your unit checked and maintained will also make sure that it's safely operating.
Okay. Should I also have the house mechanical system checked on an annual basis?
Your whole home's mechanical system should be checked to make sure that you and your family are safe from any plumbing or heating disasters at any time. in order, to make sure that there aren't any potential smaller problems or maintenance items that can be taken care of to prevent a bigger flood, or being left without heat or hot water or something like that, or your home sewer system be left and back up and cause some damage to your home. It's always great to have somebody come out and professional check and maintain your home. We do that on an annual basis and or a biannual basis as well, with our Diamond Club members. So we have a maintenance program where we will come out and check your home's plumbing and heating system throughout the year and make sure that it's fully operational, and give you a report of everything that your home's looking great, or any suggestions that we can make for you. And you can keep that for your records, and it's great for home insurance as well. One of the leading causes as well to home insurance claims, believe it or not, is your washing machine hoses. Those old black rubber ones, they actually have an expiry date on them. And so we check those when we do the maintenances. And you get a lot of calls for floods for that. So we suggest the braided washing machine hose lines. And that is one thing that we check on some of those maintenances as well.
Okay. Now, you hear a lot of problems about roots getting into the sewer system and into your drains. Do you guys get a lot of calls for that? And is that the only reason sewers back up, or can they back up for another reason as well?
Sewers can back up for many different reasons. If you are in a highly treed area, roots is mainly the cause. They get into some of that old piping systems. But of course, backups for main sewer lines, or sewer lines in general, can caused by some foreign objects being flushed down your system that shouldn't be. A lot of grease and contaminants being flushed down your system. Some breaks in the actual main lines outside from the city side or from your side as well. That can all cause mainline backups for yourself as well. If it is roots, we do have some products that we can put down your drain to prevent those roots from growing back at the same time.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. So that's all the questions we got in this week. Is there anything else you'd like people to know before we sign off?
No, just make sure that whenever you're taking care of your home's plumbing or HVAC work or gas work in your home, that you're having it done by a fully trained and certified professional. It is very important to make sure that you have that completed and completed properly. All too many times we'll go out and somebody's done, a home renovation themselves, and the flange is crooked in the concrete, and then it costs, extra to get that done, or it's just incorrectly or not to code, so they can't get the inspection passed. I mean, we have lots of customers that call us and say, somebody came out and installed a furnace for me and it hasn't passed inspection, and now I can't reach that person that installed it. So we have to kind of start from square one, and it just becomes a little bit more costly at that time. So
yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much, Linsey. I'm happy that you were able to finally get in here, and hopefully we can get some business for both of us through this. And so if you guys have any heating, HVAC, or want AC or plumbing issues, you can call Linsey. Her number is on screen there. And so give them a call. Thanks, Linsey.
You're welcome.